Hello?
Hello.
You got it.
Hello. Oh my god. Martin, can you hear me?
Yep.
It doesn't even have the fancy loadout on this one.
Martin, can you hear me over here, John?
Stop whispering.
That's so cool. There's a fucking fly in my room, man. Fuck off!
The world's gonna end. There's a fly.
I know, it's fucking annoying the shit out of me. Alright, night, Wally.
I forgot the acre script. Whatever. Still works good enough.
Wow, you failed us.
Don't worry, John.
I'll never forgive him.
And the server's probably gonna crash in about 5 minutes. Getting the same error we got on Sunday. So, it's not T4 then.
Yo, this fly? Oh my god, there's 3 flies. It's not just one.
You deserve all of it.
I mean, they're my buddies now. They'll probably abandon me though. Where's this Alice pack Mac was talking
I would abandon
about?
you too if you were that much of a psych.
Ah! I'm confused. Max said there was Alice packs now.
Maybe he was just fucking with you.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe I do.
Oh, there it is. Oh my god, yes! Wally, look at me, dude. I'm ready for camping, man.
You look stupid.
I don't give a shit. I feel cool.
I'm gonna go into combat like this.
Dude, you know you can put like a fucking sniper rifle in that shit?
Of course I do.
Oh,
It's a gun bag.
fly. Dude, it's awesome. I wonder if you can put a javelin in it. That'd be kind of cool. I wonder if it would increase the weight of the javelin. Messenger bag is pretty darn nifty too. I gotta. Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot we were using. Wow, I forgot. Wow. Who's this next to me that's like looking at me? Hello, beautiful.
Hi.
Oh, it's Martin. Wow, Martin. I'm telling your wife.
What is me?
Gonna try this bad boy out. Bada boop.
Hey John,
Yo.
maybe you can answer this for me. So we were getting rid of unnecessary mods, etc., that whole thing. Why did we put SAF back in?
Why did we put SAF back in?
Yeah.
I think somebody had, like, some wish to use SAF as a faction, and RHS is stable enough that it's not really too important. I think it's a 200 megabyte mod, last time I looked.
Oh yeah, cause that one faction that the thing with thing.
Might be
Something-
small, but at the end of the day,
Okay.
200 megabytes that we've never touched, is it really worth having?
Hey, Martin.
Archie, look at the Alice pack.
Let me, I saw it earlier. This is what I, kind of threw together so far already.
Gloriousness.
That's just, you know, kind of the backpack, and then I didn't actually put anything in the backpack yet. I don't think.
How many javelins can I fit in here? I wonder.
7.
One only. God damn it.
Okay, yeah, it's got the
Yeah,
toolkit.
toolkit and a magazine.
Oh, now I just want to carry around an Alice pack. But it's so fucking big.
Why the fuck
so
is there
dumb.
a magazine in there?
I don't know. He got.
I swear to God.
Do you put your
215
magazines in your
twos
vest?
in
That's
the
what I do.
That was
vest.
some virtual arsenal bullshit.
My arsenal sometimes, well, it used to like give me random equipment at points. So I would load a kit and I would have like 36 watches in my fucking vest.
It's trying to make you be a watch salesman.
I know, right? It's my calling.
Okay, let's see here. So the neat thing about the AN/PRC-152 is it's got a pretty decent range. About 4 to 8 kilometers, depending on terrain and other interference and stuff.
Yeah, so terrain interference should be mostly disabled. The problem is that this mission file is so fucked up that it didn't load my script.
What do you mean?
Nothing. I mean, there's just so much shit I have to fix on here that's not worth talking about. Throck set up a different mission, or I can load yeah, Throck set up his own mission. It's a little checkpoint duty thing, so if you guys want, we can use that instead. But goddamn.
Well, I mean, this is actually Airwing training, so...
Okay.
Oh!
So
Also,
what do you,
we'll have to talk about the channels and whatnot that are available.
I don't...
So what do you want to do with these long ranges? Or should you want to carry them in the backpack? Do you want to just leave them in the vehicles and not carry them at all? Or how you want to do this?
Well, see, the Blackhawks, let me pull a couple over. Or not, because my Zeus didn't load.
My Zeus didn't load either.
No, there's mine.
Bye.
The log file is already a gigabyte long. What the fuck, man?
It's those. I'm confident it's those fucking VSM files we were talking about.
Hey, John, quick question.
What?
So, we have that cleanup script, right? That's on like an infinite loop still?
No.
Okay, okay, good.
Zeus is not working for me. Working for you, Archie?
Nope. Well, that's fantastic.
Try respawning. Remember that bug?
We
I
just did.
literally just did that.
There's his body.
Oh.
There's my body. Yeah, I don't even have the. It doesn't even ping Zeus.
Yeah, that was weird. It didn't ping it for me either. It was like it was trying to initialize it, but it didn't.
Archie, real quick,
Here, I'll go get a helicopter and just bring it over here.
fine.
Server's gonna be crashing in about a minute.
Great.
152, correct?
The ANPRC 152 is the short range radio. The 117 is the long range radio. Don't worry about the other ones.
That was what I was needing to know. I gotta grab.
Yep, that's what I'm telling you.
Thank you, baby. I'm gonna grab 9 of them. Goddamn fly!
This goddamn weeb helmet, what the fuck?
Where? I wanna see it. Is it the one you're wearing?
Yes.
Doesn't really look like a weave helmet. Oh, and I just knocked it over trying to hit the fly.
Good job.
Well, there's an option when you go to interact with the Blackhawk that I'm not sure what it does yet.
Oh?
Do it.
What was that option?
Come over here and see.
One moment. Where's my mouse? Fuck, right.
The hell is
God, that's-
infantry phone?
Oh, yeah, here, come on over here.
Take phone fax. Take phone. That's cool.
Looks like it might stay up for a while. Crust.
Oh, my ears! How do I turn it down?
It wasn't very loud for me. I don't know.
John, stop talking!
Coco, come here. Martin,
Ow.
here.
How do
Yeah,
we turn on the
I'm here.
radio?
Infantry phone does is, Coco, there's a frickin' volume switch on it. Click the volume switch. Or right click it to go the other direction.
I
Anyway,
have changed channel.
open radio.
Oh, is it the bottom? Nope.
Look for the volume button or switch. Anyway, the infantry phone, what that'll allow them to do, if, for example, if there's like, this would be useful in a dust off situation. If we had a call that there were like 5 casualties and 3 got loaded on board and we were sitting there waiting, they could grab the infantry phone and talk on the crew intercom as if they were in the bird and just say, hey, you know, the other 2 died, take off.
Okay, so it's basically like the phones in the back of tanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonder what happens when you're talking on it and somebody takes off.
It'll disconnect you from it.
John, talk on the radio again.
Hang on.
Positional audio is so much better.
Fucking fly. Tell me when you're transmitting, John.
So, like, what net are we supposed to be on?
They should be named. There is something wrong with this mission, so they are not currently named.
They're named for me.
Oh.
I've got Channel 1 CENTCOM, Channel 2 Platoon, Channel 3 Convoy, 4 ATC, 5 Tasking. Yeah, we'll have to go through and talk about what frequencies need to be available for air wing and whatnot.
Oh, John grabbed the 148 instead of 152. GG.
Good job.
Channel 18 on the 152 is listed as rotary.
Do I really have?
Yep, Pun Coco.
Look, Archie, look what's in my backpack. Just open my...
Good lord. Okay, so what Coco has discovered is that if you go into the arsenal after you exit the arsenal and get that radio, it doesn't appear in the arsenal for you anymore. The reason for that is that when you do this, when you leave the arsenal with the radio, it removes it from your inventory and replaces it with a unique object. So that's why it doesn't show up in the arsenal for you to remove Coco, and why you probably went in there going, oh, I don't have one.
Dude, no, I knew I had one. Oh my god, stop keying up. It's like ultra loud. Holy fuck.
You're ultra loud.
Turn it down.
I can't, because there's like 8 of them. Oh, there we go.
Ah.
Goddamn fly!
So it's a little bit different to select your speaking volume as well. If you hold tab and then use the scroll wheel, you'll notice that you get a little bar that pops up. If you leave it right in the center, that's normal talking volume, but you get a little bit more play with it than you do in VSM, or not VSM, TFAR. Okay, there we go. This one should be better sorted. Here you go. I'll send this one to you, Martin, for your approval.
Oh. Go away.
I'm alive.
Hey, there we go. That's better. I can see radios now.
Alright, so this radio on the ground. If I walk away,
What channel are we on?
Just move up to channel 18 rotary for right now.
So our kit will consist of the two 152s then.
test, test, test.
Hello? Okay. I'm liking it, I'm liking it. Oh yeah, also, so... Oh wait, I gotta turn myself up.
The only thing I see you missing, Archie, is the GPS.
Also, if you guys speak really
Wait,
loud
the
in your
micro
AI,
dagger GPS?
No, just the regular game GPS in case somebody wants to use it. That's the only thing that's I see missing.
I guess you can throw it on there if you really want.
Yeah, I use both.
Which radio are you guys using?
5-2.
You should be using the ANPRC 152. That'll be the short range radio. When you're in the helicopter will have radio racks.
How many radios on each rack? Is it just one?
So wait, who's this behind me?
That's I think kids.
I'm using the 152, but I don't see a channel fucking 18.
There's a channel up-down button at the bottom right of the interface. Click that until you get up to channel 18.
Yeah, how many 177s are in the helicopters?
Should have 2 radio racks.
Okay.
Where is this channel up down? I've just got the knob at the top, and it's only 1 through 5.
Yeah, you want to leave that on 1.
Yeah, look at the bottom right. There's a button with a plus and a minus. Plus at the top, minus at the bottom. I think it says like pre on it or something. PRE.
It's on the right. It's right below clear and enter.
Hey Coco, come with me for a second.
Has a plus and minus in between it says PRE.
I gotta get my smokes.
Yeah,
and
it's
shit
not
again.
clicking for some reason.
I gotta make sure I have the right number.
What's it set on? 01-CENTCOM?
Okay, I finally got it to work. So yeah, it's 18-FMLOSVOC18.
Yeah, the script's not quite working right for this mission. The server's giving me a bunch of shit for it right now. Worked in the editor though. Worked on Sunday's mission as well. So we'll get that fixed. But in the future, yeah, channels will have names on them. But functionally, as long as you have the same channel number as somebody else, you will hear them.
Testing channel 18 rotary on the 152.
Hey, firm, got you.
Yup.
Okay, John, we're working.
Alright, come here. Alright, watch this radio.
Don't touch it or touch it?
Don't.
Okay.
Archie.
Yo.
I'm like attempting to try to organize my medic kit. And yeah, I have like the organizational skills of a preschooler.
Oh no, I rebinded the keys like that guy said.
Why are you trying to reorganize it from what it already was?
Because it apparently won't fit the 2 radios.
You don't need radios.
Like
all you need is one ANPRC 152 in your vest.
Oh, I thought you wanted us to have 2 different ones.
Oh Lord, no.
I mean, like
Oh no,
two,
Jesus, no.
like 2 152s.
I mean, if you really feel like you need to monitor 2 short-range frequencies, then I guess you can, but
So,
no.
So we need... How many 117s do we need?
You don't.
Yeah.
They'll be in the helicopter.
Or they're in the planes.
Cool. Dropping them.
hey, is anyone monitoring channel 1? I want to test the alternate push the talk buttons. Radio check, channel 1.
Is this channel 1?
It doesn't sound like it's going to the other ear. So, I set up one radio to go to the left ear, one go to the right, and they sound like they're going through both ears.
What happened to...
I have 2.
Radio check, channel 18.
Loud and clear on me?
I don't know, how do I... there's so much, is it the 01? Oh, net 1? Okay, let me try that.
Radio check.
Here you're on channel 18. And this is channel 1.
Oh my god, John, I love you.
Roger, can you hear me on channel 1 now?
If that's this one I'm talking on here, then yes.
Correct. Let me test 18 one more time, because no one was responding to me. Alright, Martin, you got me on 18?
Martin, go ahead and hand out that kit to people.
Alright, I got the 2 radio thing figured out.
Oh, right. So this is the pilot one. Did you create one for the flight medics?
Anyone got me on a net 1?
The flight medics will just need to put a 152 in their vest and they're good.
Net 18 check?
Oh, that's right, yeah, their backpack doesn't change.
Yeah, I got you on 18. This is actually nifty.
Yeah, I like this.
Alright, there's Shibbles. I'll give
Coco.
it to you.
Coco. Hey, Goss, send me a kit.
Okay.
Do it now.
This is too.
Hold
this
on, let me
has
see
a
what
short
Mac's
range
gonna say
and a
here.
long range. Oh, whoops! I accidentally clicked load.
Alright, Martin, go ahead and issue that kit out to everybody. And once everybody gets their kit, go ahead and let's line up. You got yourself a 152 clap.
Fuck. Hey, Archie, my nets aren't named.
Coco, I'm going to explain everything.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Just get your kit, get your ANPRC 152.
I already got everything.
Come line up.
I was just asking, baby. I'm sorry. Oh my god, we can have 100 different nets. That's awesome.
Try that again, Martin. Sorry, I skipped out.
Yeah, your 152 plat?
Yep. And just 1.
Good man. What y'all doing?
What?
Just deleting some stuff here in all my saved loadouts.
I am putting together a feasible kit. I can hear you from over there.
Seth, what the hell backpack is that?
I don't know, I just grabbed one. Waiting for the kit transfer bus.
Good answer.
Seth, you shouldn't need to. You should just have to put the radio in your thing.
No, he's a crew chief, not a medic.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, a little bit different. You gotta get that toolkit.
Yeah, hold on a second. I thought it was Platos talking.
Radio check, channel 18.
Loud and clear.
Radio check, channel 18.
Yep, I got you on 18.
Good. We've confirmed interaction between the 117F and the 152 then.
I'm not fucking you.
Flat saddle, go ahead and get a ANPRC 152 and stick it in your vest.
Flat, stop getting behind!
Yeah, boy.
Templar, you'll need the same, just an ANPRC 152 in your vest. John, in the future we'll need to modify the helicopters so that they have 2 radio racks and not just 1.
So they have 2 racks, but only 1 mounted radio.
It only took 14 tries.
Are you
to
sure?
work.
I'll double check that, but yeah, last time I looked.
That is not the case, John. Black Hawk only has 1 rack.
Okay.
My jet has 2 racks, so ha 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 ha.
Yeah, all Airwing vehicles need to have 2 racks in them. Who the fuck keeps keying up?
Who the fuck keeps talking?
Wait, hold on. Okay, so it's not me.
So just so I'm not asking
Okay.
a question that's going to be answered when Archie starts talking, should I wait to ask my question?
Probably.
Or is it specifically only for Airwing guys?
No, I'm going to be specifically going over Acre in general.
Okay.
And then the Airwing's going to be breaking out into their training. If I don't answer your question when I talk, you can feel free to ask me afterwards.
Oh, I will.
Archie, what channel need to be
Sir.
on for the 152 radio?
We're just going to do channel 18, rotary
18?
for right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Radio check, channel 18.
Loud and clear, channel 18.
Coco chicken up on 18.
Yeah, this is nice so far.
Alright, once everybody's got their radios, go ahead and get lined up so we don't waste too much time.
Stop touching yourself, Shibble.
Was my radio, thank you very much.
Oh.
Also, since it's mostly just the Airwing on here, you guys don't have to, like, corner camp.
But I like corner camping. So I get all them kill streaks, man. What the lining up?
I really don't care, as long as you guys are all within yelling distance of me.
We should all get in a circle.
And as long as you don't all spend half an hour jiggling around.
Everyone get a
Okay, fine,
circle around
everybody
Archie.
group up around Supreme Leader Archie.
We're in lay. Oh, I can't lay down right now. What's going on? There we go. Yeah.
Okay, but everybody, who's standing over there still?
It's Flapjack.
Well, fuck you, Flapjacks.
Fuck your couch.
How do you change the volume
Hold tab.
on the
Oh yeah, you're talking.
on the radio itself though?
Okay, yeah, we'll get to that. So,
Okay.
this is your introduction to Acre 2. Like Martin was just asking, you'll find that each different radio... Oh, Mac's getting on, standing over there in the corner. We might want to send him the right kit.
I'll get it to him.
Okay. Well, I guess should probably wait for Mac. So how's everybody's day?
Flapjack's is hungover.
Oh, Flapjacks.
Super sweet presentation of my humanities class. It was amazing.
Oh,
Well,
sounds
what'd
fun.
you get?
Alright, Mac, come on over here. You can worry about changing your kit later, Mac.
Archie, you have to stand up.
I'm standing up now, God. Waiting for someone.
Oh, am I supposed to sit
Alright,
down?
so here we go. So, as a beginning to Acre, first thing you guys want to keep in mind is that by default it uses a different system. It's, in my opinion, it's kind of goofy. So the first thing I would suggest you do is everybody hit escape, go to configure, controls, configure add-ons at the bottom, and then under add-ons select Acre 2. This will take you into the list of key bindings that are preset for Acre. A lot of them are pretty decent, but the ones that we're going to be worrying about are the 4 up at the very top for right now. You'll see the default radio key. Everybody's on there, right?
Alright.
Yes.
Is anybody not on there?
How do you spell acre?
A-C-R-E. Okay, anyway. So the default radio key, you'll want to click on that one. That'll take you into the area where you can then click on the caps lock and then click delete. Because fuck that. I'm not even going to bother explaining the system because it'll just confuse you all. So basically we're going to set this up to just be more familiar with us and a little bit like TFAR. So once you've deleted the binding for default radio key, go ahead and click on next. And this will take you to the alt radio key 1 binding. I would suggest you make this one caps lock. This will be your first radio. So Acre assigns radios in the order that they enter your inventory. So whichever radio you pick up first will automatically be radio 1. The second one is radio 2, third one is radio 3. You can change these either by using the ACE interaction and then setting the radio, or you can just drop a radio and then pick it back up to have it be number 3 instead of number 2 or number 1. Make sense?
Question.
Answer.
What about loaded kits?
What, say again?
Like preloaded kits, if you have a kit that has 2 radios in it, does it save that when you save the kit through Arsenal?
I'm not 100% certain, but it's really easy to switch between the 2.
Fair enough.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think it takes whatever's in the vest first. So I put the short range in the vest, the 152. If you have to carry a long range, then you're probably not going to have room for it anywhere other than your backpack. We can do some testing to confirm if I just lied to you or not. So don't take what I just said as the gospel. Anybody else have any questions about that? Okay, so you should have now rebound your alt radio key 1 to caps lock. So go ahead and click next. And everybody is now testing that key button.
Oh my god.
Okay, stop.
Guys, fuck off!
Okay, so click next, go over to the key binding alt radio key 2. By default, actually I think it's set up at control caps lock by default. I actually liked that, so I left that as is. You can feel free to change it to whatever you want. If you want it to be more like TFAR, you could probably set it to T, which is, I think, the default long-range communication key. So once you change that to whatever you want, go ahead and click next, and we'll go over to Alt Radio key 3. And I set this one to be Control T, much like TFAR. After you're done setting those 3, you can click OK. Now you have fixed the admittedly wonky default communication set up with Acre 2. Like I said, I won't bother explaining why it's wonky, because we don't need to worry about it. You can see here through the other key bindings that we have available, you can select a previous and next channel, which is set on your active radio, or rather it will cycle it on your active radio. This is fairly useful if you, I don't know if that actually gives you a display showing you the names of the channels, but if anybody wants to test that, feel free to do it. I'm still in the settings menu, fuck it. There's the Babel cycle language hotkey. You'll probably want to rebind this to something else, because left Windows is the ACE interaction key. I'd recommend something like, I don't know, Control right bracket.
What's that supposed to do?
So one of the features with Acre is the Babel communication systems. Why is everybody getting up and moving around?
It moves you when you change it.
You said test it.
Oh. Okay, anyway, so the Babel cycle language key, what that does, Acre allows different factions to quote-unquote speak different languages. So if you come upon a civilian who's speaking a different language than you are, they may come up and start babbling at you, like blah, 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 blah. If you have a translator available in your squad or squadron, somebody who can speak that language, they can cycle over to that language and then converse with that person normally.
Okay.
So it allows translators to come into the field. Gosler, that's something that you'll probably want to keep a note of. Walrus, you already knew about that. So I recommend, Control right bracket, because that stops it from interfering with ACE interaction. Here you can also see that you have hotkeys set up to change your radio between ears. This will work for the active radio, which is whichever one you choose it to be. From there, we can toggle the headset and toggle spectators. I don't know what toggle spectators is, but I think toggle headset is what allows you to raise and lower the headset. As far as the direct speech volume control, if you hold tab, you can scroll up and down to change your speaking volume. If you have it scrolled all the way down, you have to be pretty close to hear anyone. Gosler, this will be important for you to keep note of in the infantry. AI can now hear you. So if you're trying to avoid getting into a firefight, or you don't want to start a firefight prematurely, you need to turn down your speaking volume and make sure that everyone else is not set on yelling. Because otherwise you will trigger the AI and they will find you.
Okay.
From there, we've got the cycle radio hotkey, Shift Alt Caps Lock. Cycling your radio is useful because it allows you to open up a different radio without opening ACE interaction. The main point of cycling your radio is for the use with the default radio key, which we're not using. It's a hotkey that we've now disabled. So don't worry too much about that, but it is something that you can use if you don't want to use ACE Interact to switch your active radio and open up a different one. And then there's the open radio hotkey. I don't know what this one was set to by default because I just changed it, and I changed it to Control P, just like TFAR. So if you guys want to do that, then you're more than welcome to do that, because that'll just make things a little bit easier for you when you're transitioning between these two comm systems. Or rather, from one to another one. And that is all of our bindings. Anybody have any questions about the key bindings? No? Okay, good. Okay, so now we'll get to the actual usage. What you'll want to do is open up ACE Self-Interact, and now you've got the radios option. Here you've got the raise headset or lower headset option. Lowering your headset, well, it's basically putting like your headphone around your neck, so that way you can still hear what's on the radio, but at a reduced volume. And I think you need to raise the headset to reply, but I'm not certain on that. From there, It'll also show you the list of radios that you have in your inventory. I'm currently carrying 2 ANPRC-152s and 1 ANPRC-117F. The 117F is the radio that will be available in all of the planes and helicopters. Currently, the helicopters have 1 radio rack in them, or at least the Black Hawk does, but John will be making sure that each helicopter has 2 in them so that we don't lose any communications ability. So we'll get familiar with the 117F when we all go into our separate vehicles. So for now, go ahead and open up your ANPRC-152. Anybody not got that open? Okay, good. So you'll notice one distinct difference about Acre and TFAR is that if you mouse over these buttons, they don't actually tell you what they do. Your channel change button is the PRE button down in the bottom right of this interface. You can click that up and down to move between the channels, or at the top there's a knob that allows you to cycle between channels 1 through 5, which is pretty not particularly useful because there's only 5 channels there, whereas there's like 99 that you can pick from actually. As far as the volume goes, there's a small volume lever on the right side. Where the fuck is it? There it is. So just above the buttons that stick out the most, you'll see a change volume, and that will pop up as a pop-up when you mouse over it. If you left-click, you can increase the volume, right-click to decrease the volume of your short-range radio.
Where is that?
What the fuck? What?
If you look over on the left side, there's a couple of buttons that look like a toggle switch that stick out the most. Move your mouse up above that, and then it should pop up and say change volume.
Ah, okay.
2 little nipples.
There's little
top.
buttons that stick out. They're not
Yes.
very noticeable.
Press the nipples to change volume.
Yep, press the little nipple buttons.
Wait, how do you turn it down again?
Yeah, it's not working.
What do you mean?
Left click and right click?
Left click and right
Yeah,
click.
left
Click
and
on
right
it.
Okay.
Like I'm hovering over them and I don't get anything.
Right.
Go
Not,
above.
not the big saddle. The
Yeah,
little
mouse
bitty
up
nipples.
a little bit further.
They're above them just a little bit.
On the left side of your radio.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 2 tiny little black nipples. I got nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see nothing on the left side either.
You have the ANPRC 152?
Yeah, you've got the 152, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's
It might
interesting.
seem a
Try
little bit better if
left-clicking
you're
and
looking
right-clicking
down
anyway.
at the looking down at the ground.
Well, a while ago, my channels actually
So,
showed up
if-
what they were, and now they don't. So
If you look at the
I get it.
like
You
the
have to
little
right
rows
click
of
to turn it
microphone
down,
thing,
and left click turns it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like the
well-
4th
Oh,
one
okay,
down
found them.
and just to the left. Yeah.
Wow,
Okay,
yeah,
you
you
guys got
can
'em.
barely see
I
those.
just-
Yeah, they're
I
really
Little
just
hard to
nipple
see.
driver.
screenshot of where to find
Once you
that.
know where they are, they're pretty easy to spot.
Absolute 8 cups.
So.
Got it, kids?
Well, yeah, but mine you have to click about like half an inch to the right of where the nipples are.
Yeah,
so, like,
that's
I'm in the
mine,
middle
mine
of
are like
nothing.
that too.
Could be like
That's
resolution.
interesting.
It's a
I
it's
can
a
click
UI
right on top of
scaling
them.
problem. It's gonna be different for everyone.
I see. Okay, anyway, another thing that you can do, let's see here, open my radio back up. So that's a volume button, channel changing button. You can, oh god, there's all kinds of different advanced stuff. You don't need to worry about the advanced options or anything like that. We'll explore those later and see if we can find out if they would be anything that would be useful to us. Some kind of neat looking options in here. Anyway, we'll get to that later. So for now, all you really need to know how to do is change your channels, which currently are not named for me again, or not again, but suddenly not named for me. It's weird. Whatever, not important. So yeah, changing channels, setting push to talk, and keying up on your radio. Does anyone have any questions about Acre so far?
Does it play MP3s?
What's that?
It doesn't play MP3s?
No, it
Negative.
does not have Windows Media Player installed.
Can we get a refund then?
Okay, so everybody go ahead and set your ANPRC to channel 18. And then from there, let's all break out into separate birds so that we can get familiar with the 117F.
Is there a quicker way to change it besides hitting those plus and minus buttons?
Coco, you're really quiet.
There's only like 5 channels. How do I say
Is there a
change
way
to
to
channel 18?
change the
Pre,
channel?
you're pre up and down Mac.
Yeah, use
Jesus.
the
Oh, okay.
PRA button.
Yeah, you want the top to be on 1, and then use the PRE to move up to 18.
Archie, wait, I had a question.
Hey,
Well,
Archie,
go.
using the
What's
hotkeys
is there a
to scroll
quicker
channels,
way
you
to
can
Wait,
make
everybody at
1 through 5.
once, go.
Archie,
What is
Yes,
the meaning
go.
of life?
if you're using the hotkeys to scroll through the radio channels, you can only go 1 through 5.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's upsetting.
Yeah, it makes
So-
it hard to switch between them.
Yeah, is there a faster way to change it with instead of the PRE button? Because that's kind of.
Control up and control down, but again, you're only going to get 1 through 5.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I wonder if John, that's something John can set up on the
Yeah,
server
that
side.
could be different depending on the radio that you're using. 1 second.
Where's June? Here, I'll switch over to my other one.
So we're on 13, right? Sabertooth 2?
Yeah, 13 with another 3 on the other side of it to make it look like
The
an
long range doesn't even let me go up or down with control up and down.
Yeah, long range won't let you go up and down.
Yep. But it sounds like they're on crew.
Yeah, no, because I'm
Radio check with the 117 on channel 18. Are we setting the 117 and the helicopter to channel 18 as well for now? Anybody hear me on the short range? I'd take that as a no. Yoler? Radio check on the 152 short range. Radio check on the long range.
So you fixed wing guys that are sitting in the back of this helicopter are not doing what I'm asking you to do.
Can anybody hear me on this radio? What the hell?
Hey boss, what the hell's supposed to be happening? Cause I'm not hearing anything.
I'm not either.
Hmm.
You able to hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
For some reason when I get in the helicopter, it doesn't work anymore.
Sure, I haven't tried.
Yeah, just wait here a second.
Okay, so it's probably what it's doing is setting your active radio to the rack inside the helicopter. Make sure that those radios are set properly.
Alright, I was trying to do a radio check on both of them for the past 5 minutes and nobody's heard me.
Yeah, I didn't even have any other options in the Apache.
We're setting both to channel 18, correct? So I've been trying to do radio checks on both of them for the past 5 minutes.
18.
Radio check on the 152. Radio check on the 103. It's weird, yeah. You can't hear that?
Well, I can hear you like in person, but no, I can't hear you on the radio.
Well, that's freaking weird.
I didn't even have any other radios in the Apache. All I had was what I had on me.
I don't know. They just gotta fix that server side.
Can see the long range? Is this because they have a long range in their backpack?
Man, I don't know. Like, I've got the volume all the way up and it's not very loud.
Yeah, mine isn't either. Should we just carry a radio with us to alleviate this problem?
You're not gonna be able to fit all those radios in there. Well, interesting. You're never gonna be able to fit enough radios in your backpacks.
Shit.
That's the reason they got the radio racks.
Any station this net, this is Gids, radio check.
5x5 Gids.
The fuck is that?
No clue. Hey Archie, whenever you get a moment, you mind stopping over here by the little bird? I'm having issues.
Yeah, I'm talking to John right now.
Okay, yeah, for some reason, nobody can hear me when I get in the helicopter. But when I get out, everybody can hear me. It doesn't matter which radio I talk on.
Boots you off your radio.
Wait, say that again?
So, in the Blackhawk, if you connect to the rack radio before you connect to the crew intercom, connecting to crew intercom keeps you off the radio.
Gids, can you come back over here and explain that? I couldn't understand you with all the explosions. Now, what now?
Everybody to the front of the hangar.
So, if you get in the bird and you connect to the bird's radio in the rack, and then you connect to the intercom for crew, it kicks you off of the radio that's in the rack, and you have to reconnect to it.
Alright, hold on. Radio check on the 152.
Nothing.
Radio check on the 103.
Nope.
What the fuck? And I disconnected from the intercom completely.
Oh, I'm good then. You ready, boss?
I guess so. Why are helicopters blowing up?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that was my next question.
Oh, that's Shadow's issue. I told you this mission was fucked up.
I just got out of that thing, started running away, and it blew up.
Well, someone just got into the one in front of us. I guess it hasn't blown up yet.
Yeah, I cannot use the radios at all when I get in the vehicle. I can't hear anybody, and I can't talk.
So,
it still doesn't matter. Even if I disconnect from the intercom completely, it still doesn't work.
yeah, Archie, and I got on channel 18 on my bird's long range, and I could transmit, but no one could hear me.
Oh, you know what it is? What is your active radio key set to?
I deleted the active radio key. I only have the Alt 1, Alt 2, Alt 3.
That's your problem.
How is that his problem?
Because you cannot assign a multi-push-to-talk key to a vehicle radio. You need to use your default active radio key.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Are you serious?
Pretty.
I have to try this.
See, now, John, no, that's not what the issue is.
No,
It's
no,
even
John.
if they're using our normal radio, it doesn't work.
John, it let me key, and it said I was broadcasting, but
On
no
which
one
radio?
could. On the.
What's going on?
It's a moot point. It's a moot point. No matter what radio he tried to use, he could broadcast, but nobody could hear him.
Right, and I had 3 radios on me. I had the vehicle-mounted one, and I have 2 152s, and no one could hear me on any of the 3 I was trying to broadcast.
Is it
Alright.
because the radio is a VRC 100?
Yeah.
100?
No.
Okay.
No.
Get in your helicopter, do not touch the intercom, and transmit on,
Is there a mod where I
18.
put this gun to my head? Probably. Alt F4. Nah, that's the rookie's way out.
How awesome would that be if someone made an animation? So
Am I even on 18? I should have checked that before I said anything.
Yeah, I'm on 18.
I'm on 18 and I don't hear him at all.
I'm on 18 as well, and I got nothing.
Nothing here.
Alright,
I
how
couldn't.
about...
That was my issue. My thing said transmitting, but I got nothing. But then when I got out of the helicopter, I could immediately start hearing people talking on the radio.
Yep, that was for me too.
49 pounds, I like it.
No. You know, but yeah, see, Gibbs, I can hear you from face to face, but I can't hear with the radio.
Even if I went and disabled intercom, it still did nothing for me.
Even if I kept trying to talk on the 152 that I had in my inventory, it didn't work.
No, the 152 or the 103. Both said I was transmitting when I pressed the push to talk button.
Nothing.
So we're becoming an armored unit.
I'm gonna disconnect from crew. You know, we can see what that does.
Airborne.
Radio check, channel 18.
Wait,
Artillery.
I know what it is.
I'm down with artillery.
hey, talk without.
I'm trying to use 3 different.
Jump everywhere, and anyone who's not infantry.
Yeah, it's a mission setting that I broke, or something's broken in the mission.
Yeah, I thought so, because this worked just fine in the showcase.
So,
Yeah.
John, so I was transmitting on all 3 of my radios, and none of them were going out. So my 152s work when I'm out of the bird, and then none of my radios work inside the bird.
Yeah, so the presets that we set for the showcase and for our internal testing are not being applied to this mission. Probably for the same reason your helicopters are blowing up.
People don't like the artillery computer because it makes things too easy. Literally a thing now on anything larger than 60
Yeah,
millimeters.
just pretend they work for now, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. I try to get some of the issues fixed here, but this mission file is so fucked.
They have
the
a new
server's
thing
probably
that
gonna start
Vermin got
crashing
to play with
shortly
last,
here. We're about
AI,
4
last,
gigabytes
FTX,
into the lot
where they
file
have
at this
GPS
point.
guided mode.
Well, I'm
Did
glad
you
that
s-
airlink training was taken into consideration.
Did you say that you have another mission file that Throck has that we could just use?
Oh yeah, I do. If you guys want to do, I think he said it was a checkpoint duty thing, and your Zeus Axis should be working on that.
I mean, we don't have to do the checkpoint itself. It's just if we had the options, the things that are working correctly on it.
Yeah.
Alright, let me switch it up real quick.
Archie, I'm gonna get off.
You're
It's
real
almost
quiet,
11.
John.
You're what, Mac?
I'm gonna get off. It's almost 11 and I am exhausted.
Do you have a... think you got a...
User left your channel. User joined your channel.
Anyway, as I was saying, Mac, do you think you have an understanding of Acre?
Yep, pretty much every radio works on the same frequencies no matter what the radio is, as long as you're active.
Yeah, pretty much. If you have any questions, check the website. I made a forum post there, and yeah, there's a video in that post. It's about 10 minutes long. It gives a pretty thorough rundown of basically kind of the same stuff I did with a little bit more detail here and there.
Yeah, I'll probably watch that tomorrow, and then someday I'll get on and just fiddle around with it in Editor for a bit.
His also has text on the screen. 10 out of 10.
Night, guys.
User left your channel.
That is Bradley.
User disconnected from your channel. Channel switched. User joined your channel. 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 User joined your channel.
Kinda cool.
Ooh, there we go. I was worried for a second.
Why is it every time I load my loadout, it always gives me the Eurus freaking little red dot sight on my freaking gun? No matter what I save. God, that shit's annoying.
Ow.
Throck didn't put my script in the file. Kill me.
Reading you 1 by 5, you're garbled.
Who the hell is that talking? Where the hell are they at?
Yeah, you sound like you're talking through a Game Boy.
Okay, so that's weird. Go in the helicopter and transmit on the first net with the radio. Tell me if it does the same thing.
Yep, transmitting on 1 here.
I'm reading you 5 by 5.
The one inside the bird's not gonna work.
I like turtles.
Give it about a...
One of the ones on the right, you may not be in the right slot. But your crew chief, yeah, should work.
radio check on channel 1. Anybody hear me on channel 1? How about this one? Anybody got me on this channel 1?
Yeah, 5x5.
Well, it worked out on this one. Here, I'll show you.
Channel 1, check.
I take it nobody could hear me.
Channel 1 check, Blackhawk radio.
I hear you talking, Coco, but not on the radio, just in direct speech.
What is the name?
I can hear you in direct speech.
It's Net 1. Oh, what's the name? Let me go check.
The name on the 152 is FMLOSVOC01.
Yeah, the server's not syncing the channel names anymore. Something broke.
Radio check channel 1.
It's Net 01.
Yeah, so the server isn't syncing the channel names anymore for some reason. I don't know what's going on at this point. It's still giving me errors in the log file, so it's probably not going to stay up for long. And this is annoying. I need to figure out what fucking mod is causing this.
I don't know, can we get... We should do the checkpoint duty. Once you've set...
I'm gonna bring the server down in a minute here.
I don't care about the checkpoint duty. I'm worried about getting communications.
Looks so fun.
Radio check.
Radio check, channel 1.
5x5.
Lima Charlie.
Wait, really?
I'm not inside of a bird, but yeah, Lima Charlie.
Man, is it just me? Like, I have the volume all the way up, and this shit is low.
I'm using my ANPRC, 1 sec.
Who just said that? Who just said yep?
That was Gids.
I didn't hear you on the radio if you were transmitting when you said that.
No, here, I'm gonna transmit right now. Tell me if you can fucking hear me. This is Gids, radio check, channel 18, long range.
Oh, you're on 18?
We're all on channel 1.
Oh, fuck you guys. Alright, fine, I'll get on 1.
But I can tell you it's not gonna work.
Yeah, we just tried it.
It worked.
It's gotta go down to number 1 now.
Gids, radio check, net 1, how copy?
Wait, what? It doesn't work on the Blackhawk.
You hear
Wait,
me,
you
Gids?
saying it worked?
Gids, you hear me, channel 1?
RC 103 net 1 check.
Guido!
Radio check, net 1, long range.
It works. What the fuck?
Net 1, Gids, radio check, how copy?
Net 1.
Yeah, I didn't hear that, but other people did. What the fuck?
Yeah, some people are hearing it and others are not.
Yeah, it's a server issue. I can't get
Okay.
to sync all the things properly over so. It's probably the same reason that the respawn modules kept blowing up your chopper. And
Look at the
Anybody
info.
on channel 1.
30 frames per second.
Roger, channel 1.
So
Look at the
basically,
infantry
we
getting
can't do
ready.
anything about it tonight.
Correct.
Yep, I gotta figure out what mod caused the issue on Sunday still. Whatever happened on Sunday is causing this issue as well.
I like how the infantry are trying to go do the checkpoint.
Now, is it just me, but I have the volume all the way up, and it is still very low.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it still
super
sounds
fucking
super quiet
quiet.
sometimes.
Sometimes
So certain people are louder.
you might have customized your volume settings. You can customize globally in the configure add-ons page. I would suggest using post-mix volume rather than pre-mix. Or, you know, individually you can go and right-click people's names in TeamSpeak and turn them up and down as you need.
Wait, under where?
Right-click
Yeah.
people's names.
No, where's this other option?
Oh, configure, assign add-on options, and then I think it's post-mix you want to touch rather than pre-mix.
Alright, someone talk now.
Hi.
Talking.
Okay, that is about 3 times better.
Okay, where is this at? I'm confused.
Go, hit escape.
Hit escape, go to configure, and then add on options.
And then
Not under
Acre 2.
controls. Yeah, select Acre 2 under add on.
Ones in the VIX, they don't work.
Okay, now what am I supposed to do?
On the post-mix global volume setting, turn that up.
Somebody talk now.
How's it going, bitch?
Oh, that's much better.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Here, let me get away from you for a second.
Are you on net 1?
You able to hear me alright on that one?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, yeah, it's a little bit better.
Man, that means the radio's loud as fuck.
Yeah, it is loud.
Yeah, like, look, that short range radio, it's still not very loud in my ear, though.
Oh, dude, my short range is blaring.
Mine's fucking soft as shit.
Go to radios, or go to Ace Interact, radios, and then raise or lower your headset and see if that makes a difference.
I'll raise it, but that should make it worse.
No, I think raising it makes it better.
Yeah, it makes it a lot louder.
Blah blah blah, Martin. Blah 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 blah.
Okay, I guess that is better then.
Gotcha, bitch. Blah 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 blah. Ah! More face.
Radio check 18.
Nope. Why are we using 18 now again?
Fine, radio check 1.
Didn't hear anything.
You fucking serious?
Radio check
I
1.
heard you.
Yeah, I got you on 1.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to fuck with the volume settings. So yeah, it appears that we're, what, 50-50 working on radios and the birds?
Well, John says it's a mission issue.
Yeah, vehicle racks might be a problem. It's the newest feature they've added so far, so it's also possible that they don't have the configuration for RHS right, but I can fix that on my own. The main issue right now is the fucking mission file is broken as hell. And I think it might be something from last week. It can't be loadout transfer. We've been using that for years. Oh no, man.
Didn't we just get a new version recently?
Don't go making sense.
I think we did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got
but it's the same
version
version
2.
we were using in the mission file. We just moved it out of the mission file. We tested without it, and it's still doing it, so... What the fuck?
Huh.
We'll figure it out, John. Don't worry. I believe in you.
Well, I'm not an expert on these things.
Oh, frames.
Yeah, what the hell just happened?
I think the infantry are trying to do the checkpoint thing, and so stuff just spawned.
So yeah. Radios.
Aren't they
Neato.
great?
Well, I mean, without functional radios, it's pretty difficult to conduct airwing training, so... I guess that kind of leaves us up shit creek without a paddle until you guys get this sorted out, John.
Yep.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody for coming around. Like I told McKinnon, if anybody has any more questions regarding Acre, there's a forum post about it with a YouTube video. Feel free to watch that video, and then feel free to discuss on that topic in that forum post. Gids, I see you over there.
Oh.
And
Why'd
with
you
that,
shoot him?
it's closed. Everybody have a great day.
Fuck you, Archie. Bitch.